welcome to the Inland Sports Show, everybody. 6:05 first pitch, right on time tonight, and we've got a jam-packed show. We are not going to mess around. A really juicy one tonight. We're going to talk a lot of high school baseball with two of the top teams in all of Division IV. We got the La Sierra Eagles in the house. We also have the Kaiser Cats in the house. A little bit later in the show, Heritage Wrestling. Now, they opened the playoffs last night. They ended regulation tied at 39 after all the matches were complete. Went to a tiebreaker. Head coach John Phillips will join us live and explain what happened because the Patriots are moving on. And of course, we have the CIF Southern Section soccer championship matches this Friday and Saturday. Bunch of local teams from the IE playing in the finals. A little bit later in the show, we got Citrus Hill head coach Aram Najar. He's going to join us live. But right now, starting the show, what a treat. Joining us, the Canyon Springs Cougars. They will be playing for the Division VII championship this Saturday against the Elsinore Tigers. And we got Coach Palomino right off the back. And Eric Palomino, man, what a great season. I'm just, for one, glad you guys are playing. We didn't know if we were going to have a season at one point. But here we are, and you guys are in the finals. Talk about the season, and just to get to this point, to have a chance to play for what would be the second CIF championship in school history.
Well, the season has been one of those roller coaster of a seasons because we just weren't sure what was going to happen from day to day. We knew we were going to be able to train on one day, and then the next day it was like we could have a contact practice. And then I think after 2 contact practices, we had our very first game. So things have just been real topsy-turvy compared to a normal season. And but we're excited that we got a chance to play, and we're excited that we're getting an opportunity to play this weekend.
Now, Coach, you got one of your star players join us on the show as well. I'm going to go to her next, Kayla Garcia. She had both goals in that semifinal win against Desert Hot Springs. And Kayla, Coach was telling me, in an email that 1996 was the one and only CIF championship for girls soccer at Canyon Springs. You weren't even born in 1996. That was a long time ago, it seems like, at this point. So, Kayla, how special is it to help the school get back into a championship match?
It felt good to know that you made it this far, and it's just an exciting accomplishment to do.
Now, you had 2 goals against Desert Hot Springs in the semifinals. Was that maybe the highlight of your season so far, maybe of your high school career, to have 2 goals to punch the ticket to the finals?
Yeah, it was definitely a highlight. It was just everybody was cheering in the stands, and it made me feel happy for everybody.
Well, speaking of happy, Coach, I'm going to go back to you next because I don't know if there's a team that has more fun than you guys. I see you guys on social media. You're having water balloon fights. Your AD, Justin Remington, who's such a good dude. He's taking an ice bath. I mean, you guys are just enjoying the journey. It seems like you guys are just really having a ball, having fun.
You know what? This team has a really great chemistry. We have fun when we're on the field at practice. We have fun before, after practice. So, but we work hard on the field when we're at practice, and we definitely try to work our hardest in every single game that we play.
Well, Coach, speaking of, trying your hardest in every single game that you guys play, you're going up against Elsinore, and you're obviously familiar with the Tigers. You've played them twice. You got a win. There was a 0-0 draw as well. Without giving away all your secrets, what do you remember about those 2 matches with Elsinore, and how maybe that can play in your favor as you go into the championship match?
Well, we both know each other real well. I mean, they know us, we know them. It should be a real fun match, and really the team that really wants it the most on the field Saturday is the team that will win. And we're going to give it our best shot, and we're going to do everything that we can to play our best game, let the chips fall where they fall, and we'll be proud of them either way as long as we play our best game. That's all we want to do.
And Kayla, going into the finals, what do you think will be the keys to the game for you guys to win a CIF Southern Section title?
We just have to keep pushing no matter what and keep going.
Well, Coach, this team, has been remarkable this year to get to a championship match, to play a team you've already seen twice in the regular season. That's to see them a third time. That's kind of bizarre in itself. But congratulations on the run so far. You guys, it looks like you're having such a good time this season. And to have a CIF soccer finals at the end of May, it's weird. And you guys will, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, since you're in the championship match, you'll be in the SoCal Regional. So we'll have high school soccer in the month of June as well. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Man, so this is a long soccer season. You guys are in the finals. You're having fun, and I appreciate you guys jumping on. And best of luck Saturday, this Saturday, 5 p.m. on the campus at Canyon Springs High School, which is also kind of cool. No neutral site. You guys are hosting a CIF championship match. So, Kayla, thank you so much, and Coach Palomino, thank you so much. Congrats on the season so far, and best of luck come Saturday night.
Thank you.
All right, that's the Canyon Springs girls soccer team here on the Inland Sports Show. We do appreciate them hopping on here. Now let's take a look at all of the CIF Southern Section championship soccer matches again. Friday and Saturday night, bunch of local teams that we will be following. In Division 3, we've got Alta Loma taking on King. That is on the girls' side. In Division 6, Linfield Christian will be playing on the road at St. Bonaventure. That game is up at Ventura College. We've got Elsinore at Canyon Springs, as you just heard, in Division 7. And on the boys' side, we've got Santiago at Alyssa Nagel. That is Friday night, 7 p.m. Division 2, Division 3. Norte Vista will be playing Salesian, and that game will be at Santiago. So we're saying Santiago a lot in this show. Division 5, Citrus Hill on the road at Baldwin Park. And then Division 6, Cornerstone Christian from Wildemar playing on the road at Crossroads in Santa Monica. Now, real quick, before we get to our next guest, let's check out some highlights of Citrus Hill in the semifinals. And it was a huge win against the Dunn Earwigs. Yes, they are the Earwigs. Did not matter as the Citrus Hill Hawks picked up a big win, 3-2 in the Division 5 semifinals. The Hawks are undefeated on the season. They have not lost all year, and now they find themselves in a championship match, and they have actually exploded on offense. 65 goals, just 5 against. They score a ton of goals. Joining us, we got Coach Najar from the Hawks joining us live on the show. And Coach, first off, I appreciate you hopping on here. And it's so good to see Citrus Hill back in a championship match. What do you think has been the key all season long to for this Hawks team to just really find success and really find the back of the net a lot this year?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Pep, thank you for having me on the show, man. I really appreciate it. And it's just a collective unit, just being in the pandemic, it was huge that the boys came into the season prepared, and the whole team came out ready to go right off the bat, and they were in sync. Coming from last year, we kind of fed off of that, and we just started off hot, and a good thing we just kept going, and hopefully we could score some more goals on Saturday.
Well, Coach, Citrus Hill, 2-time CIF Southern Section champ. You guys made it to a finals in the SoCal Regional. I think it was 2017. So this is a program, this is a school that's had success in boys soccer. When you talk to your players, is that part of the message? Like, hey guys, we've got a program here. We're building a legacy. Like, this is what we do at Citrus Hill. We got big goals like CIF titles, like state titles.
That's exactly it, man. And I actually graduated from Citrus Hill, so I know how important soccer is for our program. So that's the first thing I talk about. We have to they have to feel like they represent Citrus Hill at a big stage, and we have a big program, and we need to keep winning. And hopefully on Saturday we could add to those that CIF championship for sure.
Coach, that was my next question. Being a Citrus Hill alum, do you feel like an extra sense of pride, of pressure, all those sorts of things? Like, hey, I want my school to do well, and I want to play a big part in making sure that the boys soccer program stays on top.
Definitely. Coming from the community, I was born and raised right there in Paris, right where Citrus Hill is at, and that just adds to it, and it's just more for the boys how important it is. You can see it in their eyes how bad they want it. And I want to just, push them and motivate them that they could achieve whatever they want. And hopefully, when it comes to Saturday, we could achieve the primary goal, and that's to win a CIF championship.
Well, Coach, you guys will be on the road for that Division V championship playing Baldwin Park. At this point of the season, do you scout Baldwin Park that much? Do you look at film, or are you like, hey, we got to take care of our own business? If we play our brand of Hawk soccer, we're going to be in good shape. I mean, or do you still kind of look at what they're doing and what their record is, who's the goal scorers, all those sorts of things?
I mean, with any team that we play against, we don't change our style of play. We're going to play Citrus Hill soccer, but it's also a good thing as a coach to kind of scout them and look at their tape and study them. And we're coming up with the game plan this week. And I think we're ready for Saturday and hopefully we get the result.
Well, Coach, let's do a little name dropping real quick. Who are some of the guys this season have played an important part in the success of Citrus Hill?
To name a few, I mean, there's so many players in our squad that's had a big impact. So, to name a few, just our captains, AJ Valdivia, senior, number 9, great player, great leader, came in shape, just been a great example, and also our goalkeeper Hector Dueñas, another captain. I mean, we have had over 10 shutouts all season long, and he's a big part of that. So. Just to name a few, those two guys have been a big part of our team, but it's been a collective unit. It's been all 20 guys and our coaching staff, and it's been great so far.
Well, Coach, I was hyping up the offense because you guys have 65 goals in 15 matches, but you just pointed it out. I mean, you've only given up 5 all season long. I mean, so when we talk about Citrus Hill soccer, do you think like, hey, we're an offensive team with a good defense, or we're a defensive team that happens to have some good finishers and we can score too? Like, how would you kind of describe your brand of soccer?
I focus on defense a lot, our intensity in defending the ball, because I mean at this level, kids try to kind of get away from that and they think goals is the most important thing, which I mean it is, but I mean I try to focus intensity and defense, and the goals will fall. And we have so many weapons in offense. And I mean another player that I didn't mention was Manuel Talavera. He has 12 goals in the season. He's just a junior, so we're lucky to have him back next year. But I mean the focus and defense, the intensity, that will lead to the offense. What the guys can control is how hard they work in defense. So the goals will fall by themselves. So I focus more on the defensive part.
I'm a defensive guy myself too. I have no problem with a 1-0 match. You know what I mean? Like if one goal, that's all it takes. I like the defense as well. Coach Najar, thank you so much for jumping on the show. We really appreciate it, and best of luck as you guys hit the road for that D5 championship.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And I appreciate what you do, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach. And best of luck to the Hawks, man. Let's bring home another championship at Citrus Hill. We're going to take a quick break here on the Inland Sports Show. When we come back, we'll talk some high school baseball. Next up, the La Sierra Eagles, one of the top-ranked teams in Division IV. We'll be right back here on the Inland Sports Show.
What's going on, guys? This is Ray Bass from Boost Performance Training. You're watching the Inland Sports Show with the one and only Pep Fernandez.
Hey guys, it's Pep Fernandez from the #1 sports show in the Inland Empire, the Inland Sports Show. I wanted to let you know about the BASS School. That stands for the Boost Alternative School for Student Athletes. All of us are trying to find a way to get ahead in the classroom and in athletics. If you're a parent, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Wanting to give your son the best opportunity to succeed. BASS is an all-boys private middle school servicing 7th and 8th grade student athletes. They've got unique, customized curriculum for student athletes, individualized nutrition and athletic development, plus rigorous academic development with small class sizes. This is not an online homeschool. This is a private school for students who are serious about their grades and serious about their sports. BASS school enrollment for the 2021-2022 school year begins in January, so don't wait. Lock up your spot today. Visit boosttrainingsystems.com for more information. The #1 sporting goods store in the Inland Empire is Ken's Sporting Goods in Norco. Whether you need new uniforms for the entire team, a Letterman's jacket, or new cleats for the upcoming season, check out Ken's Sporting Goods. Plus, now you can order masks with your favorite team, school, business, and more. Order for your entire team or organization. Visit kensportinggoods.com for more information and for the latest on the big sales. Make sure to follow Ken's Sporting Goods on Instagram and Twitter. So if you need team uniforms or sports gear, there's only one place to go in the Inland Empire. That's Ken's Sporting Goods. Listen, please do not panic just quite yet if you are a Lakers or a Clippers fan out there for the NBA playoffs. They both swung and missed in their first round games. The Lakers, will start with them losing to the second seeded Phoenix Suns last night, 99-90. Now, I'm not too freaked out yet for the Lakers, but the thing, guys, is you need your superstars to play like superstars when it matters the most. And LeBron was okay. Anthony Davis flat out bad in that first loss to Phoenix. Yeah, and they call him, the unicorn because there's not a lot like him, right? He's like 7'1". He can shoot the three, super athletic. If he is playing at a high level, that is an incredible 1-2 punch for the Dallas Mavericks. But right now, it's the Luka Doncic show. And if you shut down Luka, if you say, hey, Kawhi, you're going to be his shadow for, the next 48 minutes, then maybe that's what you got to do just to make sure that Luka doesn't beat you, because I don't know if the other Mavericks can. If you shut down Luka, I think Dallas will not beat you.
We got Inland Sports Talk every Monday and Thursday on KCAL 96.7 FM at 9:30 a.m. with Patrick and 40. Now we're talking some high school baseball. We got the brackets coming out this Sunday. We're all very excited to see those brackets as the postseason begins. Joining us now, they are the River Valley League champions and one of the top-ranked teams in Division IV. Joining us live on the show, the Lost Sierra Eagles and Coach Ryan Highstreet. Coach, let me start with you first. When I looked at the River Valley League this year, we knew it was already good. Ramona, Hillcrest, they've had a lot of success. You throw Arlington in the mix, which is awesome, an awesome program with Coach Cleveno. To win the River Valley League this year, I think it really meant something. What do you think about winning league this year, considering all the good coaches and programs you have in the RVL?
Yeah, every year, Pat, the River Valley, I think it's pretty underrated. Each team in the league can come anywhere from first to last each year, and then adding Arlington and Coach Plevno to the league, it just made it that much tougher. I was fortunate to coach with Coach for about 8 years over at Centennial, and not a bigger competitor on the field in the dugout than him, and getting him into the league just made it that much tougher. And yeah, each game is a tough game.
Yeah, there's some real battles in the RVL, and to win the league championship, I think speaks volumes of where your program is at right now. And now we go to the CIF Southern Section playoffs. We'll see the brackets coming up this coming Sunday. And Coach, do you keep an eye on those other Division IV programs out there throughout your season, or is it, hey, we just got to worry about Ramona or Hillcrest or whoever's in front of us that week?
Yeah, I think a few weeks back, kind of when we were all pretty bunched up, and I kind of looked into it a little bit, and yeah, there's a lot of great schools in Division IV. It's not going to be an easy road at all. And at the time, it was just, man, I hope we can get third place and get into the playoffs. And but then when you go each week against the teams that we go against, can't really look too forward. You got to stay with one series at a time, because if you overlook somebody's gonna get you.
Absolutely. Now, Coach, we can see you got a couple of your guys there in that Eagles office, the clubhouse there. Let me start with Andrew Gomez. And Andrew, I mean, you are a UC Riverside commit. Obviously, you want to cap off your high school career maybe in grand fashion, maybe with a CIF title, but you're a future Highlander. How exciting is it for you to play Division I baseball in your hometown, right in your backyard for UCR?
Yeah, no, I'm very excited. I'm actually very happy to even get the opportunity to be a Highlander with all this pandemic going on. I was very fortunate to get that opportunity to play, especially right here in my backyard in Riverside. That makes it much more better. My whole family can come watch. It just makes it a much more environment for me to play there.
Now, Andrew, you're a senior. We also have Isaac Kiwis. He's a senior for the Eagles. And both of you guys as seniors, you know, I say this to a lot of teams, but a couple of months ago, we had no idea it was cut short. And for a while, we didn't know if we were going to have an actual baseball season this year.
Yeah, I am. I'm actually very thankful that we got to play because I know a few months ago, I still had that doubt in my head that we weren't going to be able to play. And to even take the River Valley title, that was just that much more important to me. But yeah, I'm really grateful for it. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that makes two of us, man. I am so grateful to see you guys out there competing, whether it's baseball or football, whatever, man. But this baseball season, plus I love that, the postseason won't even start till June. Usually we're crowning CIF champions into May, first week of June or whatever. Now we're just going to start the playoffs. So I feel like almost we got extra baseball to me since the season was so long. But Coach, let me go to the other guy there, Tair Rodriguez. He's a junior. But, Coach, I'm going to guess he's the smart guy on the team because he's a Dartmouth commit. So, Tair, what's your GPA? Are you taking just all like AP and honors classes? You just go home and study for like 8 hours? Tell me about your grades and your classwork a little bit.
I wouldn't say that I'm a smart guy. A lot of people don't believe me when I say that I'm a Dartmouth commit, or people that I have who are like, wow. How did that end up happening, But no, at last year, they have a really good health academy program. That's part of the reason we came here. The main reason we came here was obviously for high school. I played for high school for many, many years now. But last year has a great health academy program. And yeah, I'm taking all AP classes. It's challenging, but as long as I can keep my activities in order, make sure I'm devoting enough time for baseball, enough time for academics, it's not too bad.
Coach, Tair sounds like a smart guy. He sounds like a really smart guy. Coach, what do you think makes this team this year unique and special to do so well during the regular season, to win the league championship, to be one of the top-ranked teams in Division IV? What do you think makes this group special?
Well, I think what's special about these guys, we got two guys, in Isaac and Andrew, who've been with us for 4 years now on varsity. Tair entered his third year, and we from last year's team we had graduated two seniors that both played their own role but weren't starters. So we were coming back with all 9 guys coming back from last year's team, and I think just kind of the structure of the program and the unity that each one of these guys have. With hanging out with each other, with having good relationships with each other, just being able to get back on the field. It was kind of a smooth kind of transition because really we didn't have any big changes, and we're just able to go out there and compete and win some ball games.
Coach, I feel like baseball, maybe more so than a lot of other sports, it's so tight-knit. Like, I know chemistry is a thing that you can't really measure. It's an intangible. But, when a team and players click, I think it means so much. Like, even Major League Baseball, you don't have to have the highest payroll or all the talent on the team. But if a team clicks, if they've all bought in, if they enjoy being around each other, I think it goes a long ways. Do you feel like this year's team, like you were just kind of saying, like they just get along? They like being around each other. This team is clicking.
Yeah, no, definitely. They enjoy being out there. I'm a guy who kind of goes by if you can't get it done in 2 hours, you can't get it done. And I know Kiwis earlier in the year is like, Coach, can we practice longer? Like, and these guys just want to be out on the field a lot longer and just hang out with each other. As soon as practice is over, they're hanging out with each other, whether it be getting extra workout on the field or just hanging out in the dugout, and sometimes it's just hard to get away from them and them getting away from each other. I got 3 little kids at home, and I try to get home early to see them, but I can't get away because these guys just like being out on the field and being with each other, and it just makes it kind of hard. But I wouldn't trade it for anything because it's such a good group of kids, and and yeah, respecting the ball players and guys that want to go out there and compete and want to go and practice longer. And a lot of times you don't get that.
Well, I'm hoping you guys have a couple extra weeks of practice if you can string together a couple wins in the playoffs here. This is a question for any of you guys. I mean, what do you think it's going to take to string together a couple victories and maybe make a deep CIF playoff run? You guys had so much success, in league play. How do you continue that, or maybe even ratchet it up and take it to the next level? Again, a question for any of you guys, but what do you think it's going to take to get a couple wins in a row here in the postseason?
I think it'll take trust in one another still, not losing any momentum or energy. Don't come out flat. Everyone has to pick each other up between innings and just play your heart out each game.
How about you, Andrew?
I just say we just keep playing how we've been playing. We've been playing great baseball the past few weeks. That's what got us the River Valley League Championship, so why not just keep playing like that? That will give us a few wins, maybe even a CIF title.
And Tyer, come on, you're a smart guy. I'm sure you got an answer too.
Like what Andrew said, we've been playing great baseball already. I think, like Coach Heischer was talking about, our team just has great chemistry, and when we're all working as a team, we play extremely, extremely well. We had a couple hiccups at the start of the season, but once we got on a roll, I think we've won, 11 straight, 12 straight, something like that. But for me, because I'm not a senior, it's almost like we're doing this for these guys, the seniors on our team. And we care about our entire team so much, and especially the seniors, that we're just going to try to go out there and win as many ball games as we can and maybe hopefully take home a CIF title.
Great answer from the smart guy. I knew it. Hey, Coach, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? You guys are on a roll. Best of luck in the playoffs, and thank you guys so much for hopping on the Inland Sports Show. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Pep. Appreciate your time and talking to these guys.
Yes, sir. That is Coach High Street and the Eagles. Join us here on the Inland Sports Show. Thanks so much, guys, and best of luck in the D4 playoffs. We're going to take a quick commercial break here. When we come back, we'll talk more high school baseball, also some high school wrestling right around the corner on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show.
96.7 KCal Rocks. What's up? It's Patrick and 40. Hey, man, you're watching the Inland Sports Show right here. Make sure you check out Pep, man. It's Inland Sports with Pep, but he's on every Monday and Thursday morning with Sports with Pep, man. You guys rock.
Calling all athletes. Make sure you're at your very best by training at Boost Performance Training in Corona. Whether you're a football player, soccer player, baseball player, lacrosse, athletes from all sports and all levels train at Boost Performance Training. Led by former Centennial High School football star Ray Bass, you'll develop explosive power, become faster, and add that lean muscle. Don't be left behind and get a leg up on the competition at Boost Performance Training. Visit boosttrainingsystems.com for information on their training programs and also on the Bass School. That's the Bass Alternative School for student athletes. Trying to earn a scholarship? Maybe make the varsity team? Get a spot in the starting lineup? Well, let Boost Performance Training help achieve your athletic goals.
I would say the one thing that we stress more than anything else is service to our customer. Make sure that they're taking care of whatever you can do to make sure that that order gets to them on time and it's the right quality and what they want. I've been that way since 1976. That was my goal, to reach out to local sports programs, and it's grown from there, and we've been very, very fortunate. My grandson is right over here. He's working for us, and he's going to college right now, and that's exactly what my son did 20-some years ago, and it keeps on going, you know. customers that come in the store that it's amazing. People that I haven't been here since I was a little kid, and I used to come in here all the time, and then now I'm bringing my son in here, or a grandpa that's bringing his grandson in here that came in here when we first opened back in '76. We just feel so fortunate to have been a part of this community and this Inland Empire for going into our 44th year now, and it's just been a blessing.
The time is now. The Boost Training Center is open for business and ready to help all the athletes across the Inland Empire. Doesn't matter the age or the sport, if you go to Boost Training with Coach Ray Bass, they're going to make you bigger, faster, stronger. So if you're out there looking to train this offseason, talking about all you football players especially, check out boosttrainingsystems.com. That is the website. You can find a strength and speed class just for you this offseason, so you can be even bigger, better, faster, stronger this upcoming season. Give them a call or text at 951-532-4904 to reserve your spot today. Strength and speed training at Boost Training System. And don't forget, enrollment is open right now for the Bass School. That's Boost Alternative School for student athletes. You can check out what they have to offer at boosttrainingsystems.com. That is the website once again, and you can enroll for the 2021-2022 school year. Again, this is not an online school. This is a private school specifically for 7th and 8th grade boys. Check it out today because space is limited.
And welcome back to the Inland Sports Show, everybody. I think I didn't do it, but a big shout out to our director, Johnny Nunez, behind the scenes, holding it down here on another big Inland Sports Show. And listen, now, this is a real treat. This is a first for us. We're going live to Chili's to hang out with the Kaiser Cats baseball team. Head coach Mike Spinuzzi. And coach, first off, when I invited you on the show, I know you guys are undefeated on the season, but you played this afternoon. In fact, you played your rival Summit. Please tell me you won today.
We won in 8 innings, 8-4. My boy Ignacio here hit a home run, and my other boy here came in and got the game-winning hit, and also closed it out. I think he's like, what are you, 6-0 now? You know all your stats. What are you? Yeah, I know.
So we had Nate Campos deliver the game-winning hit, and then we had your boy Nacho Alvarez hit a home run today. And we're gonna talk to those guys in just a second, Coach. But yes, you guys are undefeated on the season. We're going to see the playoff brackets come out this Sunday. Are you looking forward to seeing what this team can do in the postseason?
Yeah, no disrespect to our schedule, but we haven't had a tough schedule. Summit is we're 14-0, and we take it with a grain of salt. But like I said, we were talking earlier, it's just happy to be out here every week. We never know when it's over, because we test every week, so you never know.
All right, let me talk to my guy Nacho over there.
There you go.
Nacho Alvarez leads the team in home runs. He leads the team in RBI. He hit a bomb today against Summit. Nacho, my first question is, when you're at Chili's, do you order nachos?
No. Yeah, he does.
I don't know. I've never been here. This is my first time.
Oh, come on. We've all been to Chili's. But Nacho, hey, what's been clicking for you this season, man? You're hitting home runs. You're knocking guys in. What's been clicking for you at the plate?
I'm just trying to drive the ball right back up the middle, and then the guys on in front of me are just giving me opportunities to get my RBIs in. They're giving me a lot of opportunities, and I'm just cashing in.
Do you think this team has the potential to get a couple playoff wins and maybe make a run at a CIF title?
Yes, sir. We have a lot of depth, great pitching, great hitters. 1 through 9, we have about, I think, 8 guys with like 18 hits. We have a lot of guys that can hit the ball this year.
All right, Nacho, let me go to your boy, Nate Campos, I think on the other side of Coach Spinuzzi. And Nate, let me ask you this. I mean, obviously you guys are, excited about the postseason, but I'm sure going undefeated during the regular season, was that important to you guys? And how big was the win today against Summit? And I guess in extra innings, right?
Yep, that's it.
I'm just really excited to be out here, and I hope we make a run in the CIF playoffs this year.
How big was it for you to, knock in the go-ahead run and be on the mound to close it out? Do you like to be in those situations? And what do you think brings out the best in you when you're in those pressure-packed situations?
Man, this is what I dream of every time. Ever since I was a little kid, this is the moment, and just try to keep the pressure away from me and knock in that winning run in.
Coach, let me go back to Coach Spinuzzi here because, we talked about, with several coaches that we didn't know if we were going to have a baseball season. We didn't know what it was going to look like or how long it was going to be or, any of those things. But here we are. We're almost done with the regular season. We're almost to the playoffs. Coach, have you just enjoyed this season maybe a little bit more considering it was taken away from us last year?
Yes, 100%. You can ask the people that have been around me. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been a little grumpy sometimes, and this year I just enjoyed it. I really have. I mean, Nate here, and I'm because it hurt last year. Nate hasn't given up an earned run, and it's going back to last year, 2 years now. He didn't give up an earned run last year, and he hasn't given up an earned run, knock on wood, this year. I mean, it's just enjoying it. Like I said, we day to day, and these kids have. It was a big sting last year, and then this year not being able to play maybe, and that's why they've come out and had so much fun. We really have a lot of fun, and it got a little intense today, and kudos to Summit. It was, and the umpires, because it did get intense. Remember, we lost the league championship when these kids, 5 of them were on the field, the sophomores, 2 years ago to them, and they crushed us. And we come back, thought we had a chance last year, and we don't get to play, and today we get it done. We beat them twice. We got them one more time on Friday. We're 14-0, and it's just been enjoyable. It has been. I'm getting old.
Coach, to have an intense game against Summit and win in extra innings, I'm thinking that's going to be good for you guys when you get to the playoffs, right? You want to be in these situations.
Yes, we do. It hurt us Ryan Moda's in there right now. He was my assistant coach now. Ryan Moda played for CBU.
Oh, yeah, Modi Boats.
That year that he was here with Chris Mattson, we never played anybody and literally beat everybody. And they were good teams. We beat them 16-0, and we get in the playoffs in one game. All of a sudden, one play at the plate, and it did us no good. And we go 25-2, and that's why you see the Big Eight, the baseline league, they go so far in the playoffs because every game is a battle like that. We just haven't had that this year, and it's gonna be tough.
Well, Coach, big win today against Summit. You guys are still undefeated. You're one of the top-ranked teams in Division 4. I think you've earned a good dinner. What do you order at Chili's?
I don't know, Nacho. I think Nacho's ordering Chili's. I ordered nachos. He's ordering nachos. Yeah. My principal's having me pay everything. So although we're losing him in a week and a half here, though, so he'll no longer be our principal, but he's the best principal in the history of Fontana, without a doubt, in my opinion. I've been in this district since I was 4. So I have no doubt.
Is Mr. Abernathy right there, Coach? Is he still right there?
Yes, he's actually right here.
Can I talk?
Yes, he is.
Can I talk to him too?
Yes, you can. He's the man.
Hey, what's up, Pep?
Hey, Mr. Abernathy. So I remember it was a long time ago. We had Kaiser softball in a CIF championship game, and there was this guy screaming, just going nuts. And I'm like, who is that guy? And they're like, that's our principal. He loves the Cats more than anybody else in the world. How excited are you to see the success of the baseball team this year?
Hey, I love it, man. I think that's 7 league championships in my 12 years. So yeah, it's a pretty good run. We're always competitive. I just hope that this continues with Coach Spinuzzi there and the kids that we have. We do a great job with the kids from Southridge, man. We roll with our Southridge kids, and that's what we do, man. We just produce.
Well, guys, congratulations on the regular season thus far. I know it's going to be a special time in the postseason, and best of luck to the Kaiser Cats. Thank you, Mr. Abernathy.
Hey,
thank you, Coach Spinuzzi, and all you guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yes, sir. Go with the all-you-can-eat soup and salad. You can't go wrong there. All right.
They don't have Chili's in Southridge, so that's why he's never been to one.
All right, you guys enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much for hopping on the Inland Sports Show. I appreciate it.
You take care. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach. That was our first live shot from Chili's out there in the Fontana area. So best of luck to the Kaiser Cats. One more regular season game to go. And again, the baseball playoff brackets come out on Sunday. The softball playoff brackets come out on Saturday. So, and then we got the soccer championship matches. It's just a crazy time of the year. We went, for so long with no sports, and now we've got this crazy time with all this stuff happening at once. It's awesome. It's a little overwhelming, but it's awesome. All right, when we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, we're going to talk some Heritage High School wrestling. A dramatic win for the Patriots last night as they advance in the postseason. We will talk to head coach John Phillips when we come back on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show.
We are the IE. We work hard. In fact, that's the way we like it. We wake up early, we stay up late to get the job done right. That blue-collar, hard-working mentality is the same reason we have so many successful teams and coaches and athletes in the Inland Empire. We never give up. We are a resilient bunch in the IE. Everything we have, we've earned. No excuses. It's this determined attitude is what powers our small businesses, and that's how championships are won. The Inland Sports Team is looking to team up with other like-minded small businesses in the IE. Together, we can grow. We can be bigger and better. If it was easy, everyone would do it, but we're not looking for easy, just looking for an opportunity. Joining the Inland Sports Team could be the opportunity that you've been looking for. The number one sporting goods store in the Inland Empire is Ken's Sporting Goods in Norco. Whether you need new uniforms for the entire team, a Letterman's jacket, or new cleats for the upcoming season, check out Ken's Sporting Goods. Plus, now you can order masks with your favorite team, school, business, and more. Order for your entire team or organization. Visit KenSportingGoods.com for more information and for the latest on the big sales. Make sure to follow Ken's Sporting Goods on Instagram and Twitter. So if you need team uniforms or sports gear, there's only one place to go in the Inland Empire. That's Ken's Sporting Goods. Hey guys, it's Pep Fernandez from the number one sports show in the Inland Empire, the Inland Sports Show. I wanted to let you know about the BASS School. That stands for the Boost Alternative School for Student Athletes. All of us are trying to find a way to get ahead in the classroom and in athletics. If you're a parent, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Wanting to give your son the best opportunity to succeed. BASS is an all-boys private middle school servicing 7th and 8th grade student athletes. They've got unique, customized curriculum for student athletes, individualized nutrition and athletic development, plus rigorous academic development with small class sizes. This is not an online homeschool. This is a private school for students who are serious about their grades and serious about their sports. BASS school enrollment for the 2021-2022 school year begins in January, so don't wait. Lock up your spot today. Visit boosttrainingsystems.com for more information.
Hot Springs for now and comes back with a Royal Valley. I'll get to my point later. It's in the attacking third. A shot into the back of the net. A Bombasso. 1-0 for the home side. A Royal Valley could be pulling off the upset here for the number one seed Desert Hot Springs Golden Eagles. Morales. To Vidaka. Vidaka, low cross into the box. It's scored. 2-0 for the Hawks.
That was Bradford Evans on the call. Arroyo Valley knocking off the number 1 seed Desert Hot Springs by a final score of 3-0 in the D4 quarterfinals. Then in the semifinals, Arroyo Valley losing a heartbreaker to Santa Monica 3-2. The Hawks had a penalty shot late in the match, and they just could not convert, and 3-2, but a great season by Arroyo Valley. Now it's postseason time around the IE. We got so much going on, and oh, by the way, wrestling postseason is here. The first round is in the books. One of our local teams advancing, the Heritage High School Patriots. Join us live on the show. I call him Coach Hogg, but he's Coach John Phillips out there for Heritage High School, the Inland Valley League champions, going on to the playoffs in D6. And Coach, in your first round match, you wrestled against Westlake. You finished tied at 39. So how do you decide who wins the match?
So it goes all the way down. It starts on letter A, and it rolls all the way down. We made it all the way down to letter J before they decided. It basically, it's a rule that states who has the most first takedown. So it doesn't have to be in the first period. It's just who has the first takedown. And our team was really aggressive. And we were able to get more first takedowns, so that was the tiebreaker for us.
So you look up at the scoreboard, you're tied at 39. Did you kind of see the writing on the wall that, hey, we might end up in a tie? And then how long is it before the match ends and someone's over there, trying to calculate who won?
Pretty much as soon as the match is over, it came down. We started at 120 and worked our way back around to 113, and pretty much we pretty much knew that it was going to come down to a tie. So we knew right away. We'd actually had a similar scenario happen when we wrestled Hemet, and we ended up losing because we didn't have the most takedowns or the most first takedowns. So. We kind of knew that that's where it was headed because some of the higher up rules were about unsportsmanlike conduct, and both teams were really awesome. Westlake is a great team. Their head coach couldn't make it out, unfortunately. He has a pregnant wife, and he didn't want to be 3 hours away from her. So he had his assistant coaches there. They did a great job, great team. But yeah, that was pretty much it. It took probably 5 to 7 minutes or so of the ref kind of coming over and dusting off his rule book to look through it and kind of figuring out what was going on.
Were you like, oh no, we've been here before? I remember against him, and we've done this before. Like, oh no, were you nervous?
Definitely, man. So I'm still a fairly new coach. I owe a lot to all the coaches around me. My assistant coaches, one of them being Ralph Nunez, formerly known as Ralph Barajas, amazing 220-pound CIF champion 2 years ago, wrestled for me, came down from Virginia, and kid was just a beast. He was a man amongst kids when he wrestled, and he decided to come back and coach with me. My other assistant coach, Johnny De La Rosa, has been instrumental in everything that we do. But biggest, I think, of all is Coach Luis Robles over at Paloma Valley. I've learned so much, and he's been such a great mentor for me that, man, I don't know what I would do without him. But the nerves, yeah, definitely, man. It's nerve-wracking, because you want to do the best in this weird kind of crazy season that we've had, and not having an individual season. It's just duels. So it's been a great ride, and man, to continue on to the second round. This is the first time in Heritage history that we've actually been league champs for duels and even gotten a match in CIF. So to win that first round was nerve-wracking, but kind of a relief as well.
Coach, that was my next thing I wanted to talk about, because I'm not trying to be overly dramatic, but this was like a historic season for Heritage. Like you said, to win a league title, win the Inland Valley League title, to win a D6 first round, postseason meet and in advance. I mean, this was a huge year for the Patriots.
Absolutely. The coaches of past have done great jobs, and
I can't sit here and tell you that I'm a great coach because, like I said, I owe it to all the guys around me. They're awesome at what they do. You know, I'm more of the rah inspirational guy. I get to roll with some of the bigger guys and help out that way. But all my supporting staff, our athletic director has been instrumental in everything that we do. Coach Moore, guys, phenomenal. Helped me out so much with scheduling a lot of this stuff. And like I said, Luis Robles over at Paloma Valley, I can't tell you how much he's helped me out and gone over rules and explained stuff and just been huge in helping me get to where I am, man. They're awesome.
Well, Coach, let's rewind just maybe 3 months ago. And, we were still doing the whole colored tier thing. And I was like, man, yellow, like we're never going to get to yellow. Basketball and wrestling are in so much trouble. Yet here we are, man. You got a whole season in. You guys win a league title. You're in the postseason. 3 months ago, I didn't see any of this happening. So how grateful are you to get a season and then again, a historic season, to have so much success at Heritage?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's been awesome. 3 months ago, I was still coaching football, so we started there not knowing if we were going to get a football season. And then when basically our kids were practicing outside, social distance, masks on, and doing what they could outside with conditioning, we were really hopeful that things were gonna go the way that we needed them to. And we were lucky enough, to be told that, yeah, we're going to have a season, we're going to go. And no one really believed that it was going to happen. No one thought that it was actually going to happen. We had all the parents rally, going up to the state and making sure that we got a season. So Let Them Play Wrestling on Facebook, man, they did huge things for us, all over social media, and people rallying around these wrestlers that, I've learned that these wrestlers are some of the toughest people you'll ever want to meet. The things that they go through and the things that they put themselves through, man, they need all of the coverage and all of the love that they can get. But man, to see it happen has been huge, and it's been awesome.
Well, I'll say this, Coach Phillips, wrestlers and wrestling coaches are some of the best people I have ever met, man. And if anytime we can, shine a spotlight on the sport of wrestling and good things happening on the mat, man, we'll do it here on the Inland Sports Show. So congratulations, league title, postseason victory, and I know you're at the second-seeded Corona Del Mar this weekend. That's going to be a big one. So best of luck this weekend, Coach.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it, man. Look forward to hopefully next season getting to see you out at some football games and maybe even getting some of you guys out to watch some wrestling, man. That's what I really want. I want you guys to come to some wrestling matches. Come and see where the dirty work's done,
Hey, if you keep winning, then I'll have to come out. You'll force my hand. You'll make me come out if you guys keep winning. Even if you're in a different uniform. Different colors.
And that's probably going to happen. I don't want to let the bag out of the bag, or, the bird out of the bag too much, but, I'm probably going to be in a different blue next year, let's just say.
There's a lot of you going to be in a different blue.
There's a lot of the same old faces coming from Heritage that'll be over there. So, man, I'm super excited.
Well, Coach, enjoy this ride while you can. Keep that Heritage gear handy, because I'm hoping you guys will knock off Corona Del Mar and just keep this thing going.
Yes, sir. Us too, man. We're looking forward to it.
You're the best. That is Coach John Phillips from Heritage High School Wrestling and Football. Join us here on the Inland Sports Show. Thank you, Coach. All right, that's Coach Phillips joining us here. Before we round things off here on the Inland Sports Show, a couple more things. We do have our Kin Sporting Goods must-see game this week. We got to go with the CIF Championship game. We got a bunch of them going on in soccer on Friday and Saturday night. And what's different this year for our Kin's must-see game is that, normally we have those neutral site games, Corona High School, Downey High School. But this year, 2021, we actually have the host schools playing games on campus. So King High School will host Alta Loma, the Braves, for the D3 Girls Soccer Championship. That is Saturday, 6 p.m. King and Alta Loma going head-to-head for the D3 Girls Soccer title. That's our Ken Sporting Goods must-see game this week. And it was hard to pick one. We had so many great matches this weekend. We had to pick one. We'll go with that one. And then finally, this is our big boost play of the week. I didn't think we were going to have the same sport or the same team in back-to-back weeks. And then I saw this. This is amazing. This is, if you're a soccer player, you grow up dreaming about this moment in your backyard. It's a bicycle kick to win the match. It was Santiago's Diego Chavez to Connor Lynch. We're going to zoom in just a second. Check it out. The bicycle kick goal as Santiago knocks off Hart 1-0 the final to advance to the Division II title game. Look at that. That's what you dream about in the old backyard. The Sharks will play on the road at Alyssa Nogale. That's Friday, 7 p.m., the kickoff. What a fantastic goal by Connor Lynch. The bicycle, the only goal of the match to win it 1-0 against Hart in the semis. All right, that's going to do it for this show. Big shout out to our guy, Johnny Nunez, our director behind the scenes. My name is Pep Fernandez. Come next week. Man, we're going to have more soccer to talk about. The basketball, the baseball and softball brackets will be out. The basketball playoffs will be a couple rounds in. So here we are going into the month of June, and still a ton on the table for high school sports. God bless you. Be safe out there. My name is Pep Fernandez. We'll see you next time on the one and only Inland Sports Show.